Good one.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed and...
Many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And we expected to have already talked about this unit. We didn't get a chance to hit on the opening drive because they scored so quickly. But that's the kind of unit this is. A quick strike offense. I expect to see them taking their shots all game long. And if that's the case, we'll find ways to talk about this group.
They go with Chubb on second down. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it, right there? Those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing, Mayfield.
Well, this is...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Noah Spence. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Push him back. Push him back.
Fournette running right. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Mike 52. Let's go, D.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Cybert on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, fellas.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Minshew sets to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 44, Minshew. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Let's go.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew caught here by Conley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. As they're an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Keep playing hard.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. To throw, Mayfield. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A toss play to Chubb. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Seibert's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be Minshew again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let him know. Let him know. Big grip.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And combo now. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Will be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing.
Yep. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, 5.
Go, Jack Rabbit, come on.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
Let's go.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All day, all day.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting, as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
There we go.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Chubb on the counter. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike Bobo, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
180. Check, check. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's Walton. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Go.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Fournette on the counter. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run a set.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah! A little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Going the other way.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Yo.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's only going to get a yard.
Shut up. You know what I want you to do.
One night, I'm waiting for you.
How you waiting for me?
Put it on PS4.
Download it? Download it. It was already on there.
I already downloaded it.
Then go play.
It's on the PS4, not PS3.
Where's the PS4?
Under the PS3 right there.
What, you want me to hook it up?
Yeah.
Why you ain't say that? This is the PS3 and this is the PS4. Shut up. You try to watch you know what I want to watch.
You watch me play Black and Silver, it's fun.
You know what I want you to watch. Yeah. You know.
Hey fool, watch me play though.
Hey, fool, you trying to go home. We gotta go. You said what? You got what? I gotta drive it to the county there. To the what? To county there. You not coming back? Yeah.
Watch me play though.
I'll see. You gotta watch this game.
Yeah, watch me play, bro.
This game?
No.
Leave it at 5. This game started at 6. What's up? Basketball game?
Yeah,
like.
From the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas fellas. Have a little vision and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
That be the line judge just did. La.
50's to Mike. 50's to Mike. Regular. Defense. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
That's it, baby.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
I didn't care about the 1.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So now the Jags down by 2 touchdowns. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly.
That's greedy, boy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Slide on with it. Gonna see me now on God, I'm lit. I know that you're trying to go